and thanks for joining us for this edition of Teen Talk, a segment by teens and for teens through CPSB-TV. I'm Julia, and I'm excited to introduce to you our special guest today. Emily Moss Wilson is a Lake Charles native, a graduate of Barbe High School and Texas Christian University, where she earned a degree in film studies. Emily followed her big dreams of working in film all the way up to the top, from the Louisiana LA to the California LA. She's worked in the TV development from pitch to script to pilot, and her latest project is 2 Christmas movies that she wrote and directed that will be premiering on Lifetime in November. Emily, we want to say thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You're such an inspiration to, kids like us. Being from a small town, I know we feel like it's kind of limiting for some of the opportunities we have. Can you share opportunities that you had or that you found in town?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I'm older than you guys are, so I even felt that it was even a smaller box because I didn't have sort of the access to the internet and sort of the global connectivity of the world that you guys experience today. I never really thought of film and TV as a career until college, so maybe that was part of why I just kind of kept doing it, making little movies and things like that. And we ended up actually making some movies for school projects in high school, which is kind of where the bug started for me. I was always a performer. I did theater from being a little kid up, but that transition to being interested in being behind the camera, like I said, when I was in high school, and then in college, I sort of started getting my eyes open to the possibility that this is something that people do, for a career. And I think it was there that, we had different speakers come speak to us from LA and talk about their journey. And then I also had friends from college that were thinking about moving to LA. So it didn't feel too scary once I started making the decision of okay, I think this is what I want to do and I'm going to move away to try to pursue it.
Do you think college is necessary to, get your foot in the door?
I go back and forth on the college thing. I mean, I graduated from college in 2005, so it's been a little while now, but I definitely wouldn't trade my college experience. I made lifelong friends. I loved actually having kind of a collegiate experience where I was on a campus and in dorms and going to football games and parties and learning in class, and many of my friends in the industry are still friends I met in film class in college. So I definitely think that those networks, but regardless of what university you go to, those are still great networks that are always going to provide support and friendships and connections that are going to last a lifetime. But do I necessarily think that you have to have a film degree to be a writer or director? I don't, but I do think you have to do some form of schooling in that craft.
If you could give one line of advice to teens that are interested in TV and film, what would it be? Okay,
the one line would be build relationships and keep making content.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
If you had to list your top 3 actors or actresses that you worked with, who would they be and why?
Well, I just recently worked with Hillary Burton from One Tree Hill, and she and I just kind of got along swimmingly. It was almost like we were were we the same person in high school? But no, she's a great, really positive, creative force, and we hope to keep working together. So that just pops out on my mind just because it's so fresh and we had such a great time. Yeah. I would say the cast of the first Christmas movie I did, Jana Kramer, Wes Brown, and Faith Ford stick out just because that was I was under such pressure, personal pressure, not because that was my first big thing, and they just made that experience so wonderful that I'll always be so grateful for them for that. But God, I mean, look up any of the list of actors on the movies that I've worked on. I've been richly blessed. I haven't had any divas or any problem actors on any of my sets, and I'm not just saying that. I still keep in touch with pretty much everybody.
Leading up to where you are now, which job have you liked the most?
I mean, definitely directing, I think, suits I've kind of worked all over. I worked in development, production, casting, on-set, off-set, I kind of did it all. And then I kind of realized, oh wait, they all connect because I'm supposed to be this one thing that needs to know about all those other things. So I definitely think the director role fits me, both because I have a natural leadership quality that I've just had. I've did leadership stuff all since high school, and I just enjoy motivating people and bringing people together, and directing like a group of people towards a singular vision is just something that comes naturally. So definitely that role. But in terms of projects, God, I'd probably have to say my short, honestly, only because it was so personal and so much was at stake for me. Just like creatively, I was just like going out on such a limb. So Drink, I would say, was still probably, it was just so much blood, sweat, and tears, man. We ate, drank, and slept that project.
I saw the little preview for it. It looks so cool.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Okay. What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, definitely have another child. And like I said, for me, I think my perspective has changed over the last 5 years. 5 years ago, me would have been really antsy to like, I need to be directing TV now. I want to be directing this movie. And now I'm just very content with each year making small steps forward, And so I think I'll definitely direct television within the next year or two. I'm very confident that that'll happen. I still would love to write and direct more of an indie movie that's kind of a little bit more, not for me, but like personal.
Before we go, I know you have a couple movies coming out. Is there anything you want to recommend?
Yeah, I would love to plug these movies. So both of them are Christmas movies. Both were shot in Louisiana, one in Ponchatoula and one in New Iberia. The first one is called Christmas in Louisiana. Shouldn't be hard to remember to watch. November 16th. It stars Jana Kramer from One Tree Hill, Percy Daggs from Veronica Mars, Dee Wallace, who was the mom in E.T., Barry Bostwick, a lot of great actors. And then the second film is going to be airing on Thanksgiving night. So after you've eaten your turkey, get the family together, get on the couch, turn on Lifetime for, this one's called A Christmas Wish. And this one's starring Hillary Burton and Tyler Hilton from One Tree Hill, as well as Pam Grier is in the movie, and a lot of great other actors. So check them out.
Great. It's been an honor getting the chance to know you and talk to you today.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Thanks for watching this edition of Teen Talk. See you next time.